Hi guys, just going to do a quick video on the Vandy Vape Mesh RDA. I've had this now for around 2 weeks, and there's quite a few reviews that do full reviews on this if you wanted to watch. But my experience has been different to most of the other reviews out there. But I'll just show you quickly, obviously, what you get. Box. Obviously mine's coming from the UK, so it's got the tobacco warning on there. Well, not tobacco warning, nicotine warning. God knows why it has no nicotine in it. Inside the box, I mean, you do get quite a bit with this. It did cost me £30, but online you can get them for around £25, which is not bad for what you get. The RDA goes there. You do get a standard Ultron drip tip, and you do get a black drip tip with it as well. Unfortunately I haven't got that in the box. I'm not sure where I've put it. Underneath that you've got like another square which has got all your other bits in there. You've got your bag. It comes with the screwdriver for the base. You've got a Allen key. You've also got a squonk pin in there so that you can take the pin out from the 510 and put your squonk pin in if you're wanting to do that, and you've got some spare O-rings and stuff. Instructions, and you do get a little packet of NI80, Canfol A1 and stainless steel. So it does actually come with some mesh with it, which I thought was really good, so you've got it there to try straight away. And this is a different type of RDA. There's only one other, I believe, that uses mesh, and it's the way they use the mesh is quite different. Mine isn't set up in mesh mode. I tried the mesh. I've tried all three of them. The Canfol didn't taste very nice. I did not like the taste I got off it, so I didn't bother with that one at all. The stainless steel tasted fine. But it was very hot, and I kept burning my tongue. And I tried this one too. This one again was good, but I couldn't get any taste. And I know a lot of people have said, well, you've got to put a lot of cotton in, but literally I rammed it full of cotton. I tried, lots of different, and at one point I got it really stuffed. I couldn't get any more in there, which is what I was told to do, and I still wasn't. The flavour just wasn't great off it at all. The other thing that I thought was a bit strange, I've got my coils in here, but I'll put a picture up now of the deck without the coils in so that you can see what it looks like if you haven't seen the other video. It's a completely, there's no post, it's a completely postless deck with the 2 screws on the side and the slits, and you unscrew it and the slits open for you to put the mesh in. Everybody else that's used the mesh, they've taken it straight out of the packet, all the reviewers I've seen, and put it straight in and it fits. Mine doesn't. I've had to actually cut some down the side on every bit I've used, cut a little bit off to get it to fit into the slots to tighten it. Not sure why that is, but I found that a bit strange because literally every other review I've seen on it, theirs is fit straight in. You do have to cut a little bit off the length because it's a bit long, but no one else has had to cut it off the side. The other thing, I tried to use both stainless steel and the NI80 in temperature mode on 2 different mods. My G-Priv just kept changing back to wattage. I tried it on my Captain, the NI80, put it on the nickel, the right mode, and literally pressed the button and it about burnt my mouth out. Not sure why, because other people have had no problems. They're using theirs on temperature mode and it's working. Again, maybe I've just got some dodgy, been unlucky and got some dodgy mesh. Maybe tempted to buy some mesh separately and try again, but to be honest, I don't think it's worth it. The taste is just not great. I don't like the taste, but it doesn't off the tank. The tank's actually really good. The deck is so easy to build on, because you literally just slot the coils in and tighten it. That's it. To build on this deck is so easy. The only other thing that I didn't really like was it literally has no juice well. So even with normal coils, you've got to put quite a bit of cotton in there, because if you don't, it's going to leak, or you're going to be like dripping all the time, because your cotton's going to go dry and you're going to get dry hits off it. But you put a fair bit of juice in there. I mean, you can get 2 coils in it like that, or you could put at first I just did a big coil. You could put a big Clapton coil in there on its own, fair bit of cotton, and you're good to go. It does have the squonk pin comes up as well, which is quite good, right in the middle of the coils. I mean, if you was using the mesh, it would mean, because the mesh would be like like that, so it would mean that the squonk pin with the juice would come up right underneath the cotton, which is where it's needed, which would be really good. I would imagine this would be quite good in squonk mode, as long as you were careful how much you were squonking. But it's going to come up in the middle of your coils too, so either way. But yeah, so the deck, I mean, I didn't bother taking the coils out, because there's plenty. I'm guessing most people now have seen a video on this and seen how to rebuild it and everything, and I'm not going to start doing them sort of videos, because I'm still too new to it myself to even, you know, want to show other people what to do. I'm still learning. So yeah, the rest of it, if you've got the top on, it just looks like any other mod. You wouldn't even, you know, you just think it was any other posted RDA, but it's not. It's definitely different and easy to build on. I'm going to slot this back on. You've got your 2 air holes, just like any, you know. Like I said, the only real con is the fact that it's not got there's no drip well. Why they've done that, I don't know. They could have added, you know, a little bit of a thing just to give you a little bit of a drip well, because if you over drip, these holes are not very high, and it literally, if you tip it like that, the liquid just comes streaming out of the air holes. As you can see, the way it works, this is my favourite at the minute. I find it better than the I had the Drago that I was using for quite a while. It's better than that. It tastes better, and you're getting more vapour off it, even though the coils are using the same exact wire, the same, you know, the same exact wraps, but this for some reason seems to be better. Not quite sure why that is, to be honest. And I'm not dripping that too much, considering it hasn't got a drip well. You'd think you'd be dripping a lot more than what you are. I'd just say put quite a bit of cotton in there. But yeah, as you can see, and that's just 2 normal coils. They're not, you know, they're not Claptons or anything like that. They're just 2 normal coils that I've wrapped myself, and it is a really, really decent vape. So, I mean, that's it. I'm not going to obviously do a full review and show you the mesh in there and building and all that. There's plenty of them on there. I think like My Vapes, Rip Trippers, they've all done them already. I just thought I'd put, you know, my opinion, that I don't necessarily, and I know some of the people on the forums have said that it's a waste of money because of the mesh, but I don't think it is. I would get it. If you don't like the mesh, you just use normal coils in there, and it works perfectly with them. I mean, the vapour I was getting off the mesh wasn't bad. It was giving out quite a big amount of vapour. It was really just the taste. There just wasn't enough taste off it. The stainless steel was better, but that just got really, really hot, and I was getting, you know, it was spitting in my mouth and burning my tongue, which I didn't like at all. And I would have thought you wouldn't get that with mesh, because it's not quite, it's more even. And I wasn't getting any hot spots. I mean, I put the mesh in and, you know, heated it up before I put the cotton in there to make sure that it was all eaten evenly, which it was. So, I don't know, it could be me, or, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know whether it's just me or not, but I know that other people have found the same problems with the taste with it. But all the reviewers that I've seen have give the mesh quite, you know, a big thumbs up. So I'm not sure what's going on, whether, you know, they're just better building than me, which is probably they are, but there you go. So that's it, guys. I just thought I would stick this up and tell you this tank is definitely not a waste. Even if you're not interested in the mesh, I would still buy it and just use your normal coils in there. You can, there's enough room to get, you know, dual coil, single coil, Clapton coil, whatever you want to put in it that you'd put in a normal RDA, you can. The last thing I wanted to mention is the build quality on this is really nice. I mean, this is the rainbow version, but the finish on it is lovely, and I do like the way it's made, the engraving, all of it. I just love the way it looks, and this bit at the top, having the ridges here, is brilliant because the chuff cap is easy to pull off, so that if you wanted to, you know, you could put some extra juice on your coils every now and again. I do drip through the top, but every now and again I like to completely, you know, saturate the coils again because they do get dried out. So yeah, that is easy to do, whereas on some drippers like the Dragor, it is completely smooth at the top and I couldn't even pull it off. I end up having to take the whole thing up, you know, pull the whole thing off to do it. With this, having them ridges really helps. You've got your airflow. There is a side that isn't, so you can, if you wanted to use single airflow on one side, you know, if you had a single coil in there, you could. Wouldn't advise doing that. Personally, the way the coils sit, even if you've got one coil in there in the middle, I would still use both sides, and if it's too much airflow, you know, just turn it to, you know, turn both sides down a bit. Personally, the airflow on this is really good. As long as you've got it positioned right, going, you know, like anyone towards the coils, the airflow on it is decent. I always have it fully open, just, you know, get the best vapour off it. And that's, I've got it at 53 watts. And my coils are 0.4, so they're not, you know, but 50 watts, decent. It's a decent vape. You're getting quite a lot of flavour. I mean, the flavour is brilliant with the normal coils in there. I haven't tried Claptons yet. I may do that, but personally, for some reason, I just prefer the normal coils that I make myself. But I think that's it, really. There's not much more I can say about it. Without, you know, taking it all apart and putting them, I mean, I don't want to do that. Like I said, there is videos already with that on there. This is just my opinion and that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't got one of these and you like it, the look of it, I would advise getting one. You may even really enjoy the mesh. A lot of people do, some don't. But if not, it is definitely not a waste of money, even with the normal coils in there. And thank you guys for watching.